Jogo difícil porque o adversário muito fechado no início, a dar poucos espaços ao Porto. Importante marcar cedo na segunda parte para não permitir que o alongar do 0-0 pudesse enervar a equipa.
Yeah, totally agree with your analysis. After you saw already at the beginning of the game that, of course, they went with a clear strategy that is absolutely, of course, like respectable and what they have to do. Of course, it's not easy when, for every goal kick, it took more than 1 minute to play, try to slow down the rhythm. So it wasn't easy to get in the flow. I think the second half was better. We approached with more initiative. And this one lead to results that I think is well deserved. And we move ahead in our marathon.
A equipa que está em primeiro no campeonato faz muita coisa bem, mas ter 4 golos sofridos apenas é a estabilidade defensiva. É o principal mérito do Porto nesta altura?
I think it's a bit everything. I don't like to see the things splitted in boxes. I think everything goes together. I already said several times that in the way that we attack, there is also the way that we defend and vice versa. So everything goes together. The desire, of course, to defend well and properly when it's the moment just to defend is a key element, but as well to have the proper structure when we attack, I think is quite important, and there I think there are still rooms of improvement, not just in the finishing part, but to be more constant, to play more in the opposite half, and yeah, few things that we are working on and we want to improve.
Substituiu o Diogo Costa ao intervalo, foi mais prevenção ou pode haver alguma preocupação?
Tomorrow morning he's going to make the medical examination. Now he was quite okay, so hopefully nothing serious.
Também acaba por tirar o Moura, apareceu por alguma questão física do jogo, Francisco Moura?
Yeah, we had the two fullbacks, Francisco and Martim. Francisco he had some stomach discomfort, and Martim had some problem due to the pitch that is not honestly is not in a good place at the moment. It's very difficult to break and create some how to say inflammation in the pubis zone. So hopefully again nothing special, but more precautional substitution.
Acabamos por ver que Iviora lateral esquerdo, que no Porto ainda não tínhamos visto, é algo que ele conhece bem, uma posição que conhece bem. Prefere ainda assim usá-lo sempre que possível como central? Ou se necessário terá de ser ali?
It's an option, it's a possibility. He played already with us a few minutes in Moreirense, if I'm not wrong. Of course his main position, and the one also that I prefer and he prefers is to play more central, but again can be an option. He played several games at the highest level there, so if he's needed it's definitely a possibility that we have to evaluate.
Francesco, 2025 está a chegar ao fim, para si foi um ano. Podemos dividir em dois, primeira metade na Holanda, no Ajax, a segunda metade no Porto, mas olhando para aquilo que encontrou quando chegou ao Porto, o balneário ferido do que falou no seu primeiro discurso aos jogadores, este meio ano à frente do Porto, esperava que fosse tão bom?
But when you start always with a lot of good willingness, desire, spirit, because at the end you have always this feeling, that you are turning the page and you can do something good, or at least to try. And honestly, the first days, the feeling, it was complicated to turn the page, but after a few days, the players, they start to connect between them. The level of the training session has been always really, really good. I saw a lot of professionalism. The last example is a few days ago. We gave 3 days to break a little bit because it was let's say a good opportunity after a long run, and the players came back even let's say in a better shape than before. Some of them lost a couple of kilos. So in this part, when you build this type of trust and relationship between players, technical staff, I think it's really important. It's definitely a key element. But of course, now what is done is done. Is the past. The 2025 is done. Now in few days we are going to enter in a new year, new challenges. So we have to be really well prepared. And yeah, starting from the training of tomorrow morning and the training of the 1st of January, that, as you saw, is going to be open to the supporters. So we are waiting them here to spend the first day of the year in the place that we love, and all together again to have the right step into the 2026.
Depois desta jornada, Francesco, o Porto mantém 5 pontos de vantagem para o Sporting, mas aumenta mais 2 pontos para o Benfica. Tem agora 10 pontos. Numa liga em que se sabe os candidatos ao título perdem poucos pontos, o Porto até agora só perdeu 2. A luta pelo título a partir daqui é só feita a duas equipas?
The reality I mentioned before, this word, and I think needs to be the key element for us, is a marathon. The marathon is long, is full of difficulties. To keep the pace is always complicated because all the matches you saw today, and I said this one yesterday, today on paper, first one in the league against the last one, is a game that everybody could expect, like a big result, easy game, and the reality is it wasn't like this. Took effort, took fatigue, took the right dedication as well. So all the games are going to be like this, and we have to be, as I told you, really well prepared to keep working really hard, and honestly not to look that much at the table and to go game by game, starting from the next one in Santa Clara.